What the fuck? I'm sorry, I didn't know I was playing a horror game.
You're playing a game about dreams. With any dreams comes nightmares.
Ah, yes, because all British children go to sleep with a football as their waifu.
Or, this is the game subtly showing that Will is a football player. I know you were making a joke and all, but you still use it as a sin.
Wait, don't you have to wear a uniform for practice? Yeah, these kids are wearing uniforms, why isn't this one? You could say he's not part of the team, but then what's the point of using the cones?
Considering that he's dreaming, nah fam, just go with it.
We interrupt Knight's journey of dreams to bring you Silent Hill.
Charriii makes a video game reference that isn't a sin of the game cliche.
Dad?
Wait, no, what? I get this might be a dream, but I want to know how the car turning into a plane looked. That must have been quite a spectacle.
So the sin here is, hey, I wanted to see that. Charriii points out lack of things on the screen cliche.
Holy shit, I am playing a horror game.
Charriii sins the same thing twice cliche.
I take it that this is your first time here.
Whoa!
I am Owl.
Yes,
I have lived
you
here
are.
since-
Seriously, can people not come up with original names when naming their animal characters?
Well, it was either that or come up with a pun, and I'm pretty sure you'd attempt to sin that too.
Okay, no offense, Owl, but could you please land so that we don't have to hear your uncomfortable wings flapping?
You must have really sensitive hearing if you think Owl's wings flapping are uncomfortable.
Dualize.
Oh, dualizing allows your bodies to assimilate with one another. It's probably much easier to understand if you just try it. Go over and touch Knights. You'll see what I mean.
Oh my god, that was all one huge allegory for—
Oh no, I'm not gonna let you finish. Unless we're dealing with M-rated games, this channel is rated a very strict teen.
These are just human chow, and I'm 100% not okay with that.
Charriii makes a Sonic the Hedgehog reference while pointing things out on the screen cliche.
If you can get into the cell and then dualize with Knights, the both of you will be able to escape.
Really?
Yes, of course. The effect will not last long, however. You'll need to get the keys back from the guards before being dragged back to the cell.
Owl? Will's just a kid. You expect him to go all Solid Snake even though he just got to the Night Dimension.
To be fair, he did practice with Knights beforehand, so it's not like he's going in completely blind.
What in the f***?
Charriii points out things on the screen cliche.
Retrieve the remaining 4, idiot, and your heart will win out over the nightmare.
Gee, no pressure or anything.
I mean, is there? You can just go back to the real world, can't you? By all means, you're still asleep, right? I know this is all technically real, but how does that work? The transition between Night Dimension to the human dimension.
Whenever a human falls asleep, their consciousness is transferred to the Night Dimension. It's explained that the only way they go back to the real world is when the Awakener comes to collect them. They don't just wake up automatically, and if their consciousness is killed here, they die in the real world. In other words, think A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Suddenly tentacool.
Charriii makes a Pokemon reference.
I'm not letting you do that.
Tisk tisk, the visitor's life is in my hands. You can just stay right where you are. That's a good boy.
I think you mean that's a good non-gender specific person. Knights doesn't have a gender. That being said, I think it's a girl, but that's just me. Next sin!
I know there's a lot of controversy on labeling genders to non-gender characters, but people are allowed to call genderless people however they want, both in-game and out.
Oh, sorry. Oh man, I didn't see what happened and where this cage came out of. Wait, what?
It is hilarious that in a video game that focuses on a world of dreams, a magic cage materializing off screen is where your suspension of disbelief breaks.
I suppose I only need to bring you back to Master Wiseman. But not until I get rid of this meddling little visitor once and for all.
Then why didn't you kill him, you fool? You had him in your grasp! In fact, that was the only reason Knights didn't do anything!
So you're just going to ignore the fact that Riala has Knights captured, meaning that he can basically do anything to Will at his own leisure now? Okay then.
So, does Will just keep going in circles? Is it a really long hallway? What?
He's going in circles. How is that not obvious to you?
You're the first human being I've seen in this world.
No, I was sent here from another world.
What accent do you have? Is it English or American?
Calm down, whiny. Making a big fuss over something so small doesn't make you funny. It makes you a baby.
I've got to hurry and get back to my own world.
Your friend?
Yeah. He's waiting for me to help him.
They're waiting for me to help them.
Charriii says the same thing twice, cliche.
It's the door!
No shit.
Funny how you hate it when characters point out something obvious, yet you do the same thing with absolutely no shame.
Okay, creepy clown ball, check. Creepy chameleon dressed up as a magician, check.
Speak of the devil.
Owl said that the reason this world is so lonely is because of my heart. If that's true, then I need to become stronger. That way, everyone in NiGHTopia will be stronger too. That's right.
But why? Why is it dependent on you? I thought NiGHTopia was considered a real place people go to when transitioning through their dreams, but if its existence and state depend on how you are individually, then wouldn't that mean this is all exclusively in Will's head?
No, the ninth dimension is created through a person's inner turmoil. Every person has one, and while they are made of people's thoughts and emotions, they are still separate dimensions.
Oh dear, but the Nightmarens have collapsed part of a cliff, and the rubble is blocking the tracks.
What?
And when they crash into it...
Okay, don't panic. Just leave this to us. Okay, Will, you asked to see some more of my power.
Oh my god, stop talking and just go!
Relax, Knight is a fast flyer, plus they need a little bit to formulate a plan. Or what? Would you rather everyone just Iron Man their way to victory?
Stark, we need a plan of attack. I have a plan. Attack.
Well done, Knights. I yield.
Hey, are you all right?
Oh, sorry. I don't know what- Oh, are you kidding me? This again?
Charriii sins the same thing twice, cliche.
Did you really think that I could lose to the likes of you? Don't make me laugh.
Great. We win, but we don't win.
So you're sinning a villain for being smart and getting the upper hand, which is something every villain should try.
A whole horde of Nightmarens are attacking!
What?
They want to use the city as a base for their invasion of NiGHTopia.
What do you want to do, Will? It looks like your city is in danger. If it's in danger, then
Stop talking and just go! You're going there anyway!
Charriii sins to say, wait a minute, this is the No More Heroes video again, isn't it? He made this video 3 years ago, so it's a precursor to it. Sure.
Look! It's Octopaw!
Why is it called Octopaw when it only has 6 tentacles? Wouldn't that make it a hexapaw?
Come on, let's keep
They're not even paws.
It's called Octopaw because it looks like an octopus. Again, how is that not obvious?
Where are we?
This is my dream world. It looks like you've wandered into my world this time.
Wait, what? So this version of NiGHTopia is purely based off of Will's perception of it. So it's not real. We could leave the night dimension and there would be little consequence.
No, the ninth dimension is very much a real place. I've already explained this.
Fools, you think to defy a
It's Wiseman!
How would you know?
Knights told him about Wiseman.
That was nice, Journey of Dreams. Can I go now?
No.
Fools to the end. That which I have created, I can just as easily destroy. So be it.
Black Doom! That's who this guy reminds me of. Oh, finally.
Charriii makes a Shadow the Hedgehog reference.
Whoa, wait, what? Huh? Okay.
Allow me to educate you. Will and Helen's night dimensions have been merged, which has allowed the knights of both dimensions to merge into one. Now that Knights has dualized with both Will and Helen, the two knights have become separate again.
Wow, Will's dad looks super happy to be with his son. It's bad enough that he looks like a goddamn Team America puppet.
Come on, dude. This game came out 15 years ago on the Wii. I think we can give it a little leeway in terms of graphics.
Wait, you mean to tell me this isn't a dream? When the f*** has children's soccer games attracted this amount of people? God damn.
So, fictional worlds can have fictional elements. Thanks, Mr. Realism.
I think this kid is having a seizure. Somebody should check that out.
Ignoring that you're pointing out something on the screen again, I know he's not having a stroke because that's actually how Dark Tony jams to his music. I do not!
What? They got Knight's voice actress's name wrong. Holy shit, I know nothing about this game, but I know her name's Julissa Aguirre, not Julissa Aguirre.
Typos are not sins. They're nitpicks, and certainly nothing to cry about. Also, you made a fatal mistake admitting that you know nothing about this game. With that knowledge, can we really trust you to say anything accurate about this game?
I'm sorry.
Holy f***. I'm serious, this could have easily been Sega's next horror game.
Charriii sins the same thing a third time, cliche.
Knights here is able to dualize with visitors. The process allows your bodies to assimilate with one another.
What do you mean?
It would probably be much easier to understand if you just tried it. Go over and touch Knights. You'll see what I mean. That is, of course, if you're interested in that sort of...
You know what? I've decided that I'm not even going to let Charriii speak here, as to not kill anybody's ears. I know some people find it funny, and it's perfectly fine if you do, but I just don't. It's disgusting.
You know, for a... whatever Knights is, they have a pretty nice ass. This is a sin, of course, because a kid's game shouldn't be making me notice that sort of shit.
No one is making you notice anything. Besides, there's nothing wrong with a few subtle adult things in your kid-friendly games. I mean, hell, Crash 4 had a ton of them, and it still got away with an E10 rating.
You see that dark ocean over there? You'd be best off if you don't go anywhere near it.
You mean that ocean over there? With the black water?
No, you mean that dark ocean over there? The one Knights just explicitly referred to by name and pointed to? Also, it's a f***ing ocean there aren't many places to get it confused with?
Once again, you're being hypocritical. Not to mention she's like 12. Give her a break.
Normally, they act rather bright and cheerful, but they must be very scared of the Nightmarons at this moment.
Poor things.
According to them, Knights is being held in that prison over there.
What the f*** do you mean, according to them? Can't you see that Knights is trapped in there yourself? Knights is like 20 feet away from you!
He was clearly concerned about the Nightopians and had his full concentration on them and not Knights. That's why he didn't notice her.
That red idiot is enough to take care of this cage. Come on, climb up here using that chain. Let's show these guys we mean business.
So, why isn't the Nightmaron who's guarding the cage doing anything? They're literally on top of the cage, and I highly doubt it can't hear Helen and Knights talking.
To be fair, they are talking pretty quietly. Either that or the guard is deaf.
So, if you die in the dream dimension, do you die for real? Because if so, yeah, no, Helen's dead.
Sorry, but no matter how much you beg and plead, video games will never be realistic.
The next
And Goofy Sneak, which check.
Charriii points out things on the screen, cliche.
Nightopia is a world that mirrors the heart of a visitor. That means it was your heart that created this place. Helen?
So, it's not real. If Nightopia only exists as long as Helen's sleeping and dreaming, what happens to the place when no one's around? Is it just nothing?
This place is real. Nothing in Night's sentence ever suggested that it wasn't. All she said was that Nightopia is created from a visitor's heart, which is exactly what I said earlier.
Okay, I was on board until that happened.
It's almost like this creature is a nightmare or something.
Have you, or have you not, seen knights wear a mask like mine? This mask here is called a persona.
Funny, but it's still a reference that isn't affiliated with this game. Plus, this game came out 10 years before Persona 5, so if anything, Knights thought of the idea first.
What?
Charriii finds child endangerment funny, and I am not okay with that. Pretty sure he thought the scream was funny. It's really not.
You need to believe in your friends, Helen. You said you were good friends, right? Then you've got to believe in them. If you trust in your friend, then that trust is sure to get through. Maybe this is why you and I ran into each other again.
Well, thank you. I'll try to keep that trust, because we are friends.
Yeah.
I get that these stories are supposed to be happening simultaneously, but does that mean they're two different Knights? I don't think Knights would be able to juggle both Will and Helen at the same time.
Boy, does it show that you know nothing about this game. As I said earlier, every person has their own separate Knight dimension, meaning their own Knights as well.
A boy? You mean to say you've met another visitor?
Well, yes. Is that all right?
Oh, Well, typically, visitors are unable to encounter one another while in their respective worlds. I fear that this may be an ill omen for this world. Well, since a visitor's memory fades away after waking up, it may not be an issue.
See, this is kind of what I'm talking about. This pretty much confirms that there are two versions of the Night Dimension characters, meaning that what happens in these worlds is really of little consequence.
No! What happens here is very important. The Night Dimension manifests the problems within a person's heart, and if those problems are not dealt with, they will destroy the heart of said person. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm saying the same stuff a lot, but Charriii literally spends a third of his video trying to find ways to justify his "it's not real" theory, so I can't exactly ignore it.
Wow, this concert hall is just like the one in my town. You know, I play the violin actually. I'm pretty good at it too.
Even Helen, who was way more English sounding than Will, has changed her accent. What?
Okay guys, one thing you need to understand about ranting is that it's only funny if it's something worth ranting about, and accent changes aren't even worth crying about.
Wait, you went to sleep with hairpins and a ponytail? Why? There's nothing inherently wrong with that, but aren't you kind of damaging your hair?
Charriii answers himself cliche.
Hold up, how old is Helen supposed to be? They make it seem like her and her mom got to the concert separately, but why? Wouldn't her mom take her to the concert if they were supposed to be going together? I understand responsibility, independence and all, but I don't think Helen's old enough to be doing things on her own yet.
Well, the dream sequence earlier did show Helen walking with her friends without an adult, so maybe her mom does trust her enough to be responsible on her own. I know that was a dream and all, but in this game, dreams reflect the reality these characters live in.
What was the point of having a ponytail then? You clearly changed clothes, hell, your hairpin isn't the same. Why would you get a ponytail just to take it off before the concert?
Maybe she simply forgot to undo it. Did you ever think of that?
Come on. Let's show him what our courage can do.
Yeah, that was the only Idia that mattered, wasn't it? Think about it, did we ever do anything with the other Idias? We just collected them and that's it. The red Idia of Courage helped Will and Helen fly without knights and even rescue knights a bunch of times when they got captured.
While I admit they do put more emphasis on the Idia of Courage more than the others, they still matter since they make up this world.
Okay, in Will's perspective, this is kinda cute. He stumbles upon Helen by chance, hearing her play Dreams Dreams, and someone happened to turn off all the lights. But from Helen's perspective, this is terrifying. Who turned off the lights in the middle of her playing the violin? Where did her mom go after the lights turned off? We never see her in either Will nor Helen's perspective after that.
Who turned off the lights doesn't matter since it's very brief, and Helen's mom probably went to go turn the lights back on. Now shut up and let them have their moment. Hey everyone, Tony Sonic here. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you had a good time watching. Knight's Journey of Dreams is the second entry in the Knight series, and it's alright. Nothing too special, but I still had a good time. Can you believe it's been nearly 15 years since this thing first released? My goodness, thanks a lot, Sega. And the closest thing we have to a Knight's 3 is the spiritual successor, Balan Wonderworld, that almost everybody hates. Speaking personally, I haven't played it, but I have ordered a copy to see what all the hatred's about. Call me an idiot if you want, but I don't care. In any case, you may have noticed that I'm in a different place. Well, remember how I said in the Wonderful 101 video that the room I'm supposed to be staying in was under construction? Well, it's finished, and I'm currently moving into it. And yeah, it's still a work in progress, but I'll be settled down soon. In any case, thanks for watching. You know the drill by now, and I'll see you all in the next video. Yeah, DT, what do you want?
I'd like to request 2 videos.
Okay, which videos do you want?
These 2.
You sure you want me to do those 2? I mean, those are hard M games.
Yes, I need someone to defend my waifu.
Seriously? She's your waifu?
Is that a problem?
No problems. It's just, I know she's pretty sexy and all, but still. Okay, fine. I'll do them. No kids allowed for the next 2 videos. Just throwing that out there.